You know, as we get older, we like to go back and reminisce. And I have a couple of great stories I want to tell. And so I didn't want to miss this opportunity. So I want to tell this story about Rachmaninoff. So Cleveland Quartet, my quartet, we started in 1969. And I don't know the exact year, but I know it was in the last few years of the 70s, somewhere between maybe 76 and 80, something like that. We got an email from a music historian that was at a major conservatory, can stay unnamed, and he said, "Dear Cleveland Quartet, I just returned from, I can't remember if it was St. Petersburg or Leningrad or at that time what it was, but I just returned from Leningrad, and I discovered in the library 2 unfinished Rachmaninoff string quartets, and I've brought them back to the West, and I would love it if you guys would learn them and perform them, give the modern day premiere of them, right?" We were so excited. So we had an upcoming concert at Lincoln Center and Tully Hall. So we called, changed the program, told the sponsors about this find and that we'd love to give the premiere in New York. So all of that was good. There was quite a bit of hype and publicity about the fact that we were going to play these 2 unknown string quartets. They were both unfinished also. 2 movements, the first quartet, and 2 movements of the second quartet. So we put them together and played them as everybody knew it was 2 quartets, but we put it together and did it that way. Anyway, we played it in Tully Hall. We got a really great review from the New York Times the next day, which really counted then. That was back in the day where reviews really mattered. So we were kind of basking in the glow, and that afternoon I got a phone call from Misha Schneider, who was the immortal cellist of the Budapest String Quartet, who had become a good friend at that point. And he called up sort of, ho, ho, ho. He was sort of with laughter, and he said, "So I just read in the New York Times about your great discovery of the 2 Rachmaninoff string quartets." I said, "Yeah, Misha, I'm sorry, we'd love to come and play them for you." He says, "We know those. We premiered those at the Library of Congress in 1938. So at any rate, that was kind of stunning. We did some research. Long story short, what happened was that this historian, it was totally fraudulent. He hadn't found anything in Leningrad. He found them at the Library of Congress, made up the whole thing. And we were so excited about these quartets that we had programmed for the entire season. So we had 60, 70 performances of Rachmaninoff all season long, and then we found out that the whole thing was fraudulent. Anyway, the historian lost his job, went off into oblivion, and what did we do for that whole season? We didn't cancel it at all. We played the 60 performances of the Rachmaninoff, and at every concert I told this story. Yes.